Hello and welcome to this video. Today I'm looking at comparisons between the Klymit Insulated Static V-Lux, the Exped Downmat 9 and a Vango Trek 3 standard sleeping mats. I've purchased all of these and owned them all and used them all on various camps and outings. And they all obviously have their price points, the Vango being the cheapest and the Exped being the most expensive. Personally, I think the winner here is possibly the Klymit for value for money and size. One of the things I find with sleep mats, as I'm demonstrating here, is the thickness, and when you turn, or if you're a side sleeper, your hip or elbows can touch the ground. So on the Trek that can happen, on the other two it tends not to, and that will depend on the thickness of your mat. So the Exped there has a 9 centimetre depth or thickness to it, and the Klymit Insulated Static V-Lux that it sits upon, that has a 7.6 centimetre. Now when you compare that to the Trek 3, which only has a 3 centimetre deep mat, you can see where your money's going, or part of it anyway. See the difference, it's massive. That really makes a difference when you're out trying to get a good night's sleep. So as I was saying about costs, the Klymit at the bottom comes in at £125, at least that's what I paid for it at the time. Exped is the dearest at £220, and the Trek 3 is the cheapest at £25. The Trek is 183 centimetres in length by 51 centimetres wide, and that's the smallest of them, of the mats. The largest is the Klymit at 76.2 centimetres wide and 193 centimetres long. And that's only beaten by the Exped in length. The Exped is 197 long. This is the long and wide version, the Exped. And the width is 65, and I have to say that difference between 65 and 76 on the Klymit to the Exped, that is a difference between one of your arms, or for me at least, one of your arms slipping off and going on the floor. And if Exped released a slightly wider version, I would sell both of those mats and buy the slightly wider one. It's not quite wide enough for me. I'm not the smallest of guys. But you can see my arms there on the Klymit. There's plenty of room down the sides for me to lay my arms on the ground, where the Exped isn't as much. And the Trek is for my son. He uses it mainly, but I'm just demonstrating it in this video for you to give you an idea what a £25 mat looks like and functions like. So the R value is the best on the Exped. That has an R value of between 8 and 9. The Trek 3 is the worst. It says it's an R value of 7. I highly doubt that. They say a warmth value of 7 on their website. And the Klymit has an R value. Oh, I haven't written it down here. What is the R value? I'll have to check that and put that on the screen. I think it's around 5. I'll check that. So in this part of the video, I'm just demonstrating how quickly the mats can be folded, and I'll put the time underneath. I'll speed this process up so you don't have to watch me going through it all. It just gives you an idea of how easily and how quickly or not each mat can be. So that was 1 minute 51 seconds for the Klymit. Exped, admittedly it's a newer mat to me. The Klymit I've put away many times, so I'm quite experienced in it. But the Exped did take longer, and it was 2 minutes 42. The Trek is a pretty straightforward piece of equipment, and packway is at 1 minute 30. So the Vango weight there is 940 grams or 33 ounces. And you can see they give it a warmth rating of 7, which is not the R value. And then we come on to the Exped there, 43 ounces or 1,240 grams. It comes in a nice bag. I like that. Exped do some very, very fine equipment. This is the Klymit at 35 ounces or 992 grams. It's not in its original bag as it broke. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Any questions, please pop them in the comments section below. I'll happily answer them. Until the next video, take care of yourselves.